coming in with a 14-6 record. He started his career 1-4, 13-2 since then, but he hasn't fought since 2018. Back then it was a second round knockout, or a 50-second knockout for him in the first round. So that was a great fight, but that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, no, it was 3 years ago, so inactivity may, bite him in the backside. But if you ask this guy, he says he's actually had 66 MMA fights, but not all of them were logged down, so don't know what to believe there. Now, started his background, or his martial arts career, shall we say, with traditional freestyle wrestling, rounded it out with jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai as well, so a complete threat. And let me tell you, when you watch this man's fights, he has tremendous power. So one guy hit him with an uppercut and just knocked him flying. And then in another fight, he catches his opponent with a left hook. His opponent's already out unconscious, and then he dives through the air and lands on him with a flying forearm. It was like a certain somebody that got knocked out at UFC 100. I forget that guy's name.
I'm so glad you brought that up. I was going to bring it up, but you did it for me. Thank you, Michael.
Come on.
12 of those wins coming by knockout for Bittencourt. Yanni, what do you see in this one?
Yeah, usually that uncertainty of both fighters not having fought since 2018, bettors would approach with caution, but that has not been the case here. In fact, Duraev opens a -280 favorite. He's now upwards of -450, so betting market concludes should win this fight about 8 out of 10 times. But more importantly, they're betting the under 1.5 heavily. The over was favored -115. We're now looking at the under 1.5 as a -150 favorite. We've seen the middleweights go inside the distance 68% of the time and Dana White's Contender Series. Let's see if that continues.
All right, Yanni the Greek Corrales with the latest on the gambling information for this one. Albert Duraev from Russia, currently training right here in Las Vegas at Extreme Couture. One of his training partners, UFC middleweight Sean Strickland.
Albert's another one of those guys, man, where you could go in there and you could have hard scraps, and he just doesn't quit. He just doesn't stop.
I mean, typical Sean Strickland stuff right there, right? I was actually at Extreme Couture last week and saw Sean, and he pulled me aside and he's like, I got to tell you about this guy, Albert. He is amazing. He is the best look that I get on the ground. We have the toughest rounds, and basically it sounds like they just go full tilt until one of them gives up. Sean didn't want to say who it was that typically gives up, but we'll just leave that to the gym. But it sounds like Albert Duraev has all of the skill set necessary, but in particular when it comes to the grappling, the wrestling, I mean, he absolutely could walk into that middleweight division and do big things, because he's hanging with the number 7 ranked middleweight in Sean Strickland.
He's been asked how he deals with the trash talk from Sean Strickland, and he said, well, the language barrier helps, because I really don't know exactly what he's saying, but sometimes they'll post it on Instagram and my friends will interpret it for me, and then I'll find out the next day. I'll come in as we take a look at the tail of the tape. 2 years older is Duraev. You can see, obviously, the numbers relatively similar across the board for both of these men. Duraev, just a smothering grappler. This is one I've been looking forward to all night, my friends. Jason Herzog, the referee for this one.
Ready? Let's fight.
And we are underway. Duraev in the red, Bittencourt in the blue trunks. And one has to wonder if ring rust is an issue for both of these guys. A couple of shots landed by Bittencourt.
It doesn't seem like it for Bittencourt. He's doing a great job using those long-range weapons, trying to keep Duraev from doing exactly what he just did, which is fire his hips and get this fight to the canvas.
Little fence grab there, but look at this. This is perfect for Duraev. Got him down on the back, on his back. He's trying to get up, though, on one hand. That can be bothersome for Duraev. When a guy plants their hand like that, they're not completely down. He's going to try and push him off the fence, use his forearm to the head, push him away from the fence, and then he'll go flat on his back. Bittencourt should use elbows. He's hitting him to the midsection. A little backwards elbow there would have worked well.
Duraev trying to gather both of those legs up a la Habib, but Bittencourt wise to it, doing a good job of trying to build that base, but Duraev just so relentless and in full mount now.
Yeah, that's not a good position. Let's see what he's got off his back, though. He needs to get it on his side, use his elbows, try and get half guard back, from there to full guard, from there to the feet. But this is fantastic. 90 seconds in, Duraev in full control.
Talked to Eric Nixick not long ago as he's landing all of these solid
He's
shots.
the wrist grab.
See, he's going to go to sleep. That's right on the jaw. Not big shots, but lots of them in quick succession.
Those rabbit punches add up, and they absolutely will put you out. He's doing such a good job of wrapping that far wrist where Bittencourt couldn't do a single thing, couldn't build up, and could not defend his face. Oh.
Now he's coming in with the left.
And, you know, when you look at the competition that these two have faced, I mean, it does paint quite the picture. Bittencourt coming into this one, his opponents, total records were 52 wins, 59 losses.
Oh.
And Duraev, 167 wins to 63 losses. So he's fought way better competition, and we're seeing that experience here.
Now that was big for Caio to explode like that. He's in a slightly better position now, but still not a great spot with a grappler like Duraev on his back.
Halfway through the first round, actually, I talked to Eric Nixick, his coach at Couture MMA. First thing he said, smothering grappler.
And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. He's scooping the legs of Bittencourt.
Well, see, the thing is for Bittencourt as well, he's trying to get back to his feet, and even if he does, this is just soul-destroying. When a guy takes you down so early, and they are just teeing off when you like this. Tremendous amount of punches, not the most devastating power, but still, when you're taking this kind of damage, it will literally beat the fight out of you.
And he's everywhere, right? You have a choice. Do you use your hands to build your base, or do you use your hands to fend off punches and fend off submissions? He's trying to build a base, but he's constantly having to decide between blocking these shots.
And he's not doing a very good job of blocking. It's very difficult at this point because Duraev's been relentless.
Bittencourt's doing a really good job of blocking with his face. And this could be the
can't
end.
see how far Duraev is in, but this looks...
Oh, that's it!
There it is.
Albert Duraev with the first round finish over Caio Bittencourt.
He arched his back, and man, did that sink deep.
You like my fight? Hey, yes, give me very good contract. I'm smash.
Yeah.
Anybody, champion Israel, Whittaker, Canada, it's no problem. Give me. Okay then.
Over here. All good?
That's very good.
Okay, very good.
I mean, listen, once he got the takedown, he was all over him. Beautiful ground and pound. As I said, not the biggest shots, but he was chipping away at that face, looking for the opening, looking to get the forearm under the chin. And then once he did that, that was it, all over. Clinical performance, knew his path to victory, and executed perfectly. Let's take another look. Here it is, under the chin. Squeezes with everything he's got, and Bittencourt has no choice but to go home a loser, unfortunately.
Coach is pumped up, as you can see. Did I hear him call out Izzy after the fight?
Did he really?
I think he was just calling out anybody.
Hey, you got to
think
shoot your
of.
shot. Why not? Give me the champ. Don't think he's going to get it.
Probably not right away, but how impressive did he look? I mean, we throw the phrase out, UFC ready. Looked pretty UFC ready, didn't
No,
he?
he looked sensational. I mean, he dominated the fight from start to finish against a decent opponent. Made it look somewhat easy.
Let's send it to our Octagon announcer, Justin Bernard, with our decision, sponsored by ZipRecruiter.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 minutes, 29 seconds into round number 1, referee Jason Herzog calls a stop to the fight for your winner by submission due to neck crank, Albert Duraev.
Allahu Akbar.
Albert Duraev improves to 14-3. One of the other things that Eric Nixick told me about Duraev in the gym, he says he's willing to compete in a room with Francis Ngannou and Strickland and everybody else who's in there, and he wants them to challenge him.
Well, that's what you want. You want to
Absolutely.
train with the best people possible. Whenever you get onto the mat or into a dojo surrounding, you want to be going up against the best guys in the room. That's how you get better.
No fights for almost 3 years for Duraev as he gives Dana a big hug.
Dana's like, pass me some hand sanitizer, please. He was very sweaty.
Yay!
On the blue carpet right here.
That is one happy Russian right there, as he should be. Let's send it over to Lorisenko.
Thank you so much, guys. What's he saying?
Альберт, что вы говорите?
О, вы переводчик есть.
Да,
Я извиняюсь.
конечно.
Все, я слушаю.
Well, he's ready to hear your question.
Okay, all right, perfect. What an amazing fight. 9 wins in a row, 9 submission wins. Just how happy are you with that performance? That is what everyone wants to come out here and do.
Какой отличный бой, 9 побед подряд, 9 подряд. Что вы думали?
Так. Во-первых, у меня был 3 года простоя. Я ждал контракта 3 года. Вот сегодня я нормально выступил. Я надеюсь, что каждый месяц мне будут давать бои. Я готов драться с любым.
Well, first of all, I had 3 years where I had no fights, so I'm hoping that I'll get a contract and I'll get a new fight every month. I'm ready.
What did you say to Dana after the fight?
А что вы говорили Дэну Уайту после боя?
Я сказал Дану Уайту, тебе нравится моя работа? Он говорит, типа, да. Я говорю, дай мне чемпиона Уиттакера, Джаред Канонера. Мне любого, либо чтобы топы были. Я готов, я живу в Лас-Вегасе, я уже 3 месяца тут жду, тренируюсь. Я готов на следующие выходные вернуться сюда и биться с любым. Пускай меня дадут возможность постраховать бой Паула Коста и его соперника, как его звали, я не помню. Он сейчас 7 октября, по-моему, да? 17 октября этот бой. Они топ-2, топ-5. Но я готов драться с любым. Просто дайте возможность.
Well, he says that I asked Dana White if you like my fight, and he said yes. And I told him that I'm ready to fight. I can fight the next weekend. I can fight pretty much every month. And I want the winner of the next fight that's going to happen on October 17th.
The winner of Costa versus Cannonier, is that correct?
Yes.
Costa Vittoria, I think he means. Well, regardless, a huge call out, a huge. Yes, the winner of Costa Victoria.
No problem. Give me Costa, give me Victory. It's anybody. I smash. No problem. Give me.
I think that sums it up perfectly. Congratulations on your huge victory. Thank you so much. Go enjoy your victory. Guys, we'll send it back up to you.
Paulo Costa, Vittori, anybody I will smash.
Adesanya. I mean, hey, you got to love the confidence. I like it. The guy's got personality.
No, I like it too. What a performance.